And now for the stories in detail. Eid-Ul-Azha is being celebrated with religious fervor across Jammu and Kashmir. As the state gears up to celebrate Eid festival, the Jammu and Kashmir administration on Sunday said it had taken all necessary steps to ensure an adequate supply of necessities to help the locals. The J&K administration on Sunday had even issued an advisory saying that 300 special telephone booths are being established to help the people communicate with their kin who are residing in different parts of India. Banks and ATMs have also been made operational for the festive season. 6 markets have also been established in Srinagar city, while 2.5 lakh sheep have been made available for the people or the public there for Eid-Ul-Azha today. The authorities have also deployed mobile vans for door-to-door delivery of vegetables, LPG cylinders, poultry and eggs. The administration said all health institutions in Kashmir division were functional fully with sufficient staff as well as medicine stocks. Flights are operating as per schedule and air tickets are being treated as movement passes. The festival of Eid-Al-Azha is also being celebrated in the other parts of the country with religious fervor and gaiety. The festival commemorates the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son as an act of obedience to God. The festival marks the end of Hajj pilgrimage for Muslims. In New Delhi, thousands attended the special Eid namaz at Jama Masjid. People were seen exchanging greetings and warm wishes on the occasion. Similar scenes of worship and exchange of greetings were also seen in Mumbai city. In other states too, the festival is being celebrated with great fervor and traditional warmth. President Ramnath Kovind has greeted the people on the occasion of Eid-Ul-Azha, saying the festival symbolizes love, fraternity and service to humanity. In his message, the president said on the occasion of Eid-Ul-Azha, he offered his prayers and greetings and good wishes to all fellow citizens, especially the Muslim brothers and sisters in India and abroad. Vice President also greeted the people on the occasion of Eid-Ul-Azha, saying that the festival inspires the feeling of brotherhood, compassion and unity. The Vice President in his message said that the festival is an ode to the virtues of devotion, faith and sacrifice. He hoped that the festival will strengthen the spirit of generosity and bring people closer to one another. Well, to get a perspective there from Ground Zero, joining us from Mumbai is our correspondent Shishir Shelar and Meghna Dev joining us from Delhi this morning. Both of you welcome. Good morning. First, let me come to Shishir. Shishir, how are the celebrations there in Mumbai city with regards to Eid?
Well, absolutely. Since morning we have seen here that especially the prayer grounds, mosque, people have thronged in large number. Right now I am at Mumbai's Mahim Dargah and behind me you can see that prayer is being offered right now. Well, here the first prayer offered in the morning at 7 o'clock and later on it's now the second prayer which is the last prayer is also here which is being offered here at 8 o'clock here where thousands of people come here especially to Mahim Dargah, also Vajali Dargah. There are some famous dargahs in Mumbai where people come from different parts of the city and offer their prayers here. And immediately after prayers you can see that the shops have been opened on both sides of the road here, the sweet shop. People buy some sweets here, greet each other, especially, and those who are youngsters, those who are, the small children also actually celebrate here and they get Eid. And that's the reason you can see a festive season and festive mood across this entire region, especially the Mahim Dargah where I'm standing right now, where you can see that the large number of people have actually came in large number in the morning also. They offered prayers and later on They went to the houses where all people were dressed up. Children have been dressed up, and have also they've also wear iftar also, and especially buying some sweets here. That's what since morning we have seen. Obviously, Mumbai is known for the different celebrations, be it various other celebration, and just like that, even Eid also has been celebrated in lots of gaiety and fervor here. And that's the reason. Since yesterday, we have seen here in Mumbai, basically all the markets were packed here. We have seen the people who are shopping for a new dress, new clothes, buying some sweets, and of course the other festive items here. And the same kind of mood we have seen in today also. We have seen lots of people have bought the animals also, the bakra also for the kurbani. That's what we've seen since morning also, and greeting each other since morning. We've also got some of the good festive sweet items from the people. They've said that's Eid today, and of course people have said that this is a festival of sacrifice, and of course to spread happiness. So also we are also enjoying Eid here at Mumbai's Mahin Dargah. Anil.
Okay, Shishir, you stay with us. Let me shift focus to Meghna, who's there joining us from Delhi there. Meghna from Delhi 6 or the whole of Chandni Chowk. How's the celebrations, or how grand is the Eid there in Old Delhi?
Absolutely, Anil. I would like to tell you, in the morning around 7 a.m., around 7:10 a.m., the people, the devotees had offered namaz here, and I would like to actually, pan for the shots. I would like to keep you with the visuals here, that people are still, embracing each other and greeting each other on this pious festival. This festival is considered to be one of the most pious festivals for the Muslims, and people are actually embracing each other, giving them greetings, blessings, and obviously it is one of those moments wherein people want to actually, take out time to meet their relatives, to meet their neighbors, and obviously festivals are just another way to actually, come closer to the society, come closer to the community. And since morning we have been seeing people in thousands of numbers had come here at Jama Masjid and offered their namaz here, and we have a few people with us. Let's quickly go to them and talk to them. How are they going to spend the day today? किस तरीके से गुजारते हैं आज का दिन, और क्या क्या खास होता है?
मैम देखिए, इसके लिए पहले हमने अपनी शॉपिंग की, अपने जानवर खरीदे। आज कुर्बानी हुई। बकरीद का त्यौहार हजरत इब्राहिम अलैहिस्सलाम और इस्माइल अलैहिस्सलाम की कुर्बानी के जज्बे को जिंदा रखने के लिए मनाया जाता है। इस पर मुसलमान पूरी दुनिया के जानवरी कुर्बानी देते हैं। कुर्बानी का मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं जानवरी कुर्बानी, अपने एम्बिशन, अपने डिजायर को भी सेक्रीफाइस करना, ये भी एक कुर्बानी है।
So we have some young people here also with us. किस तरीके से मनाते हैं आज का दिन, और खासकर ईदी का भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस होता है, बहुत महत्व होता है, किस तरीके से गुजारते हैं?
ये हम लोग सुबह नमाज पढ़ के फिर हम लोग घूमते हैं, और घर में कुर्बानियाँ होती हैं, सब लोग बच्चे हैं, सब लोग खुशी का माहौल होता है, अच्छा लगता है, enjoy.
Anil, also to tell you, in the morning today, there were, after they offered their namaz, there were people around who were actually clicking pictures and, actually photographing the occasion, the festival today. And also when we know that sacrifice is one of the main important ritual in this festival, and sacrifice, not only, the sacrifice is also, divided into three parts basically. One is, given away to the poor and needy, one is for the relatives or neighbors, and one is for, the people at home. So it is one of those occasions wherein people share and care, and also sacrifice being one of the most important rituals is, also brings amongst people, amongst the fraternity, a sense of brotherhood, a sense of togetherness, obviously, and our festivals are also meant for that. And especially at Jama Masjid here, when we still have, after offering them namaz, people are still here, and even kids are enthralled, because this is the time of the year again when they are going to get their Eid. Yes, Anil.
Okay, you stay with us. Let's now shift focus. Mark Lynn also joins us this morning from Srinagar. Mark, very good morning. Mark, how's the situation there? Eid being celebrated, people coming out in large numbers there in Jammu and Kashmir. What's the scene, and how's the, what's the report that you get for us from ground zero?
Well, Anil, good morning to you, and good morning to all our viewers. From Srinagar, there's a tight security detail in place here in Srinagar. I can hear the prayers in mosques in all four corners around me. But people in large numbers are not allowed to gather since Section 144 is in place. So people are going to the smaller mosques. In fact, prayers at the larger mosques are not allowed. And we were in fact outside one of the larger mosques today, but unfortunately there are no prayers that are being offered there. But prayers are allowed in the smaller mosques, and people are congregating there to offer their namaz. There are 5 different prayers for the day, as we know, but also a special prayer at around 10 o'clock on the occasion of Eid-Ul-Azha today. and we can see that, you know, the sermons are currently going on in the mosques. I can hear them over the loudspeakers. So we can see that as per the solemnity of the occasion, people are offering their prayers, and you know, that is part of the beginning of the day, and celebrations will continue. Perhaps you know, the restrictions will be eased somewhat in the afternoon, people hope, and celebrations, we can see that we will begin to see them on the streets. Currently, of course, people are not on the streets because of the tight restrictions in place.
Okay, Mark, also give us a sense of, you know, the arrangements that were put in place, banks, ATMs, all functional, 6 markets being put in place for people in Srinagar city, for people who, you know, go out and buy the essential commodities. How easy was it for the people to go out and, you know, get the preparations ready for this big festival?
Well, they don't find a shortage of anything because the administration has gone out of its way, despite the situation, to see that banks are functioning, and they're functioning on holidays, and also ATMs. Of course, people were wanting to draw large sums of money, and you know, standing in large queues
Okay.
have caused a problem for them, and maybe restrictions on the amount of withdrawal, because when they need to buy sheep, these things cost money in certain amounts. So they wanted to draw large sums of money, and perhaps were a little disappointed by the amounts that they could withdraw from the ATMs. But however, they are making do, and they are celebrating Eid in the spirit that it's meant to be celebrated. Yesterday we saw large numbers of people come out, buy stores from the confectionaries, pastries, various kinds of other articles that are necessary for the celebrations today. And this morning I saw a lot of people dressed in their traditional Pathan suits, dressed for the occasion, and all ready to go to the mosques to pray. So,
Okay,
you know, the atmosphere should be festive inside, but currently we are not seeing it on the streets.
Okay, Mark, you know, you stay with us. Let me shift to Shishir. It started raining in Mumbai. Let me finish Shishir quickly. Shishir, this festival is also, you know, it strengthens the, you know, the spirit of generosity, the festival of Bakrid. How are the people there, you know, in Mumbai celebrating it, especially, you know, the young kids? It's all about Eid too. How are the young kids waiting for the Eidis, and did you catch up with a few young kids there, you know, who are there along with their parents?
Absolutely, Anil, you rightly said that's a festival of generosity, and in the morning when we came here for the live, even we got the Eid from the people who just came here to offer prayers here. Even though it's raining right now, let me show you the pictures there. The arrangements have been made here for the people to offer prayers here. Well, in Mumbai, basically, this is a time, it's incessant rain probably you can experience in Mumbai, but in spite of that, large number of people came here. They offer their prayers. Right now, we've been told that the 7 o'clock prayer just happened, now the 8 o'clock prayer. But in spite of that, people have come in large number. That shows that how enthusiasm it is. And as far as, of course, the mood is concerned, especially the Mumbai's mood is concerned, when it comes to Eid, be it any festival, be it Holi, Diwali or Eid, people celebrate this festival with the same fervor and with the same enthusiasm. And that's the reason I told you yesterday, when I was going through the market in Mumbai, the market was packed here. The essentials were already there. People have come to shop on a large number. And in the morning also today when we came here, people were quite happy. Actually, we have one of the father with us, and of course one of the senior citizen. कैसे मनाते हैं दीदी आज के दिन?
माशाअल्लाह, पहला तो कुर्बानी होती है, नमाज होती है, इसके बाद तो फिर मतलब कब्रिस्तान अगर जाते तो कब्रिस्तान जाके आते।
बच्चों के लिए खास होती है, बच्चों के लिए ईदी, हालांकि बच्चे उसका इंतजार करते रहते हैं।
ये देखो तो मतलब क्या है, रमजान शरीफ नहीं है, तो रमजान की ईद होती है ना, उसमें बच्चे लोग को ईदी देना पड़ता है, सब करना पड़ता है।
आज पूरे दिन में अगर देखा जाए तो एक दूसरे से मिलेंगे, ग्रीट करेंगे।
मिलेगा तो सही, जरूर।
That's what you can see, how the people are happy here and celebrating Eid. And of course, that's kind of, as I told you, that this kind of enthusiasm we see across different festivals also in Mumbai, which now we are seeing today.
Okay, thank you and appreciate it, Janika. Let me just quickly get Meghna on board. Meghna, this festival generally bring people closer to one another. How do you see that, that particular festive celebrations there in Jama Masjid? And quickly give us, a summary of how the celebration, how the namaz went about today morning.
obviously, Anil, as we all know, we have obviously seen images coming from years and years, the serenity and the exuberance of the images that actually take place here in the morning during namaz. So we have obviously had those images, and in the morning we had shown you the visuals. And when we talk about festivities, as you asked, Anil, festivities are all about, about to start now after people have actually offered the namaz, and festivities are about to begin. And one of the very important things which brings people closer is obviously food. I will quickly just, get around some of the recipes which are, going to be in everybody's houses who are going to celebrate today. So, क्या-क्या खास खाने में बनता है इसके बारे में बताइए।
मैडम देखिए, ये जानवर जो कुर्बान होता है इसके 3 हिस्से होते हैं। थाली में बढ़ता है, एक रिश्तेदार में पहले उसकी अपनी अपनी फेवरेट रेसिपी बनाते हैं, बिरयानी, कोरमा, स्टू वगैरह जो फेवरेट रेसिपी सब अपनी अपनी रेसिपी बनाकर खाते हैं। और हम अपने कॉलेज टाइम में भी अपने नॉन मुस्लिम फ्रेंड्स को इन्वाइट करते थे, घर पे सब बैठ के खाते थे। हमने बहुत प्यार मोहब्बत की। यही संदेश पूरे भारतवर्ष में है कि प्यार मोहब्बत से रहें, जब भी देश भारत उन्नति करेगा।
So that's how it is. When there's food, there's obviously togetherness, there is sharing, there is caring, and obviously when the festival obviously indicates, and when the festival is all about sacrifice, generosity, and togetherness, and bringing in brotherhood, obviously one of such pious festivals are being celebrated with a lot of enthusiasm and enthrallment amongst the people, as we have seen since morning, Anil.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you and appreciate all three of you joining us. Mark Lane from Srinagar, Shishir joining us from Mumbai, and Meghna joining us from Delhi. Thank you and appreciate all three joining us on Breakfast Show. Moving ahead.